welcome back to my video. Whoa. Okay, stop.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Earth to Aniyla. I'm your host Aniyla Moqail, and today we're going to talk about the topic of avoiding letting the labels people put upon you become your identity. So for one, I'm going to do my best to keep this episode short and sweet in 10 minutes because the longer the video I notice for the visual version, the longer it takes to upload to my phone and a little bit harder it is. So I'm gonna aim for 10 minutes, see if that helps. The first one I did was 16 minutes and took me a few trial and errors, and I want to get this up for you guys in a timely manner as best as I can. So for one, I'm gonna give you guys a little story that inspired this episode. Essentially, all of my life I thought I was an extrovert, and I thought I was an extrovert because people would tell me I was an extrovert because I can talk to people super easily, I can make conversations, I will randomly just go up to someone and compliment them. And I learned through my communications class, because I learned that being introverted or extroverted, it's more about how you recharge. And I realized I like to be by myself majority of the time. That's how I recharge. I am someone that I will prefer to go on a solo date if I'm not with my boyfriend or something, or I will prefer to go to the store alone, or just go on a walk alone, anywhere alone, or even be in my space alone before I will choose to hang out with someone, unless I've just been alone for so long. Basically though, more social environment definitely drain me, such as now partying or going to the club and being in too big of social gatherings. I get drained by those things, and I had to learn that about myself. So I really want you guys to take that story and learn from it, in the sense of, if you know someone is putting a label on you, such as my sister also told me, she's an elementary school teacher, and when we were kids we were considered what they call at risk. And essentially, for a few examples that she gave me, being at risk is having a single parent household, or honestly I don't know what else she said. I just remember that one specifically because we grew up in a single parent household for the most part. So we were considered what they call at risk. Again, that's a label that was put on us. So if someone's putting a label on you such as that, you can choose. You have the choice and the option to listen to that label, or to be like, no, that's actually not me. And you can take the time to learn yourself and put your own labels and definitions, even if you don't want to put labels on yourself, and be like, for my example, you say I'm extroverted. Okay, I'm learning myself though. I know how I recharge. I'm definitely an introvert. Even though you see me when I'm being social, you don't know me. You only know the part of me that I'm choosing to give to you. So think about that, you guys. Definitely do your best to, I always talk about meditation. I feel like meditation has really helped me to learn myself and to tap into myself deeper, realize my desires, the things I want to learn out of life, the things I am aiming for in life, and overall just really assist me in becoming a better version of myself. Of course, I'm definitely still working towards that every single day. I just really feel like when you take the time to meditate, it puts you into your inner world, and it gets you to a point of knowing yourself that you're like, wow, I never realized that I don't like chocolate, or something silly like that. Like, oh wow, like sugar is actually really sweet for me, and I don't know how I've been eating this my whole life. There's been times recently I would eat childhood foods like those little oatmeal cream pie cake things, and I don't like them anymore. And when I was a kid, I could eat those up, you guys. Literally though, like stuff like that, like once you like step into your true self and you avoid someone being like, you're damaged, you're broken, you're poor, you're lame, you're boring, anything like that, when you start to become part of yourself and realize who you are, you can literally be like, I am none of that. And you can make your own definition of who you are. Now, some people may be able to see you on a deeper level, and maybe you do identify with some things people say. This is the whole point though. You don't have to identify with the things that people say. You have the choice, and I want you guys to realize, like, you have the autonomy over your own life, and you can choose where it goes. Our subconscious mind is so powerful, you guys, and you can seriously take the time, again, meditate, reading, learning. Meditation just kicks all of it off and takes you completely on your journey to be able to be like, whoa, like did not realize everything was so much deeper, and our subconscious is like a sponge, and similar to babies when they're little, it just soaks up everything and then it outputs what I am and who I am. And learning to just reshape your subconscious and how you can reshape your subconscious and all the deeper things, and it's just really interesting. Also, right now we are going through a Mercury retrograde, so I'm posting this, of course, Sunday. I think I don't even know what date Sunday is. I'm not even gonna guess right now because you guys will see it when it comes up. Now is the best time, more than ever, to prepare, to learn about yourself, and to sit back and reflect and think about, what are some of the things people have put upon me that I truly don't identify with, and it's never really felt right to identify with. Especially if people are calling you ugly, no, don't ever identify with that. Don't even call yourself ugly. And okay, here's another thing. This is how you can tell. Basically, if someone's saying something about you, again, using the ugly example, and then you start to tell yourself, like, oh my gosh, I'm so ugly. Your subconscious is taking that and it's going to find the truth in the things that you are saying. I don't remember where I saw this. Basically, though, our brains, they find the truth in what we're saying. That's why affirmations work, because you're telling yourself, I am wealthy, I am beautiful, I am abundant, I am a positive, radiant energy, I am successful. Your brain starts to find the patterns in those words and it looks for the truth. It's like if you start looking for yellow cars, you're going to see yellow cars analogy. And I hope that you'll understand that. Literally, one day, just be like, I'm going to see yellow cars today. And just realize how many more yellow cars you're going to see that day. It's the same thing. You start to tell yourself you're beautiful and remove those labels that people put on you. And you start to reshape them and figure out your own identity and what you truly feel for yourself. You're going to start to see the things that you are wanting for yourself, basically. Because if you continue to identify with the labels people put on you, you're going to see those labels. You start to identify with the labels and whatever you choose for yourself, you're going to see the things that you see, that you want and know for yourself. And that's going to make sense to you guys, and I know it will, because I'm affirming that it will make sense to you guys. Oh, affirm! I forgot, you guys, we didn't just say our affirmation of the day. I've started rambling, trying to get this in less than 10 minutes, and we have basically like 2 minutes left. Anyways, my affirmation of the day is, I guess I already said it. I am wealthy, I am abundant, I am a positive, radiant light of energy. You can say yours. And then we're also going to do some gratitude. I'm grateful to be alive, truly. I had a really crazy day at work, and it could have got crazy and dangerous real quick. So I'm just grateful that I am safe and alive and here to be able to talk to you guys and tell you guys this story. Also, during this Mercury retrograde, really, like I said, take the time to sit back and reflect and really think about who you want to be in your life and take action towards that. This is a really crazy time. It will work for the best, though. You will literally come out on the other side being a better, more successful person, and you will love yourself after, because I'm telling you that you will love yourself after, so I'm affirming that you will love yourself after, and it will just be great. I hope that you guys had an amazing week, though. I hope that you learned from this episode, because truly this doesn't need a long, stretched out podcast for you to just know. Instead of identifying with the labels people put on you, sit back and think about what people have said about you and think, who am I? For my case, who is Aniyla? Who does Aniyla identify with? What qualities does Aniyla have? What is Aniyla destined to do? Think about that for yourself. Remove those labels people put on you and make your own definition of who you are as a person, what you want out of life, and go get it. See those yellow cars. See the positives, see everything that you want it to be. And I love you guys. I hope that you have an amazing week. Have an amazing self-care Sunday. Start off your week right. Get back on a good schedule. I'm getting on a good schedule. Period. This is my third podcast this week. Well, not this week. In a row. And I'm so happy. I'm so grateful that I am doing better with my consistency. We're going to keep it up. I'm planning, doing the best I can. So I love you guys so very much. Thank you for tuning in. And again, Have an amazing week. I will see you guys somewhere else on the internet, and talk to you later, Annihilators.